Hello all and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a review on the Giant Talon E+1 electric bike. So let's get into it. Okay, firstly, to start off, what probably most of you guys are thinking is, well, how much does it cost? Because that is obviously one of the most important factors when it comes to any e-vehicle. So the Giant Talon E will cost you about 4,100 Australian dollars, brand new from Giant, which it's all right. It's on the lower end of e-bikes, obviously, but I think it stacks up quite well. You could also get one for about 2.5 to maybe 3 grand if you buy secondhand, if you're willing to forgo the warranty. Next, moving on to the handlebars, as you can see here, you have a small screen located on the left side of the handlebars. This screen is quite nice. It can be quite bright and illuminated in sunlight. On this, you can have the buttons at the bottom, which can change your mode for anything from, well, off to eco, to tour, to active, to sport, to power. Additionally, you can click the information button to go through different settings, including the range, distance, trip time, average speed, max speed, cadence, and the odometer. Okay, now, so for design, I think that this more washed out green that Giant uses with all the Talon E+1s looks really, really nice, especially contrasting with the black all around the bike. I think if you have the option, you should definitely try go for this green over the black. Additionally, on the screen, we can find the power button up here in the top left, which will turn the display on and off. There we go. We also find a walk button on this side, which can assist you as you're walking the bike, as well as a display brightness button in the top left, which will make the display brighter or darker. Next, moving on to the back, you see the same Shimano disc brakes, as well as the same Maxxis kind of off-brand tyres that Giant uses. I mean, these tyres are really, really good, and for this price range, I think that's all you need. They'll last you a very long time. Next, going on to the other side, we can see the 9-speed gears connected to the 1-speed at the pedal. And lastly, we have the seats up here, which I found doesn't have the most low adjustability. For taller people, this bike would definitely be very good. But for smaller people, you might want to see if you can actually fit on it first before you buy it, as this is the lowest the seat will go down. 6'2", and it is a bit hard, especially with this medium frame. Getting on to a few other specs, the battery is 400 watt hours, which should last you about anywhere from 155 to about 90 kilometers, depending on if you're in eco or power mode. I found that this Acura is pretty much correct, and you can expect to get about that much from each full battery. Additionally, we can see here that the battery is housed on the inside of the frame here, working really nicely in, making it look very seamless. Up here we have the key, which you can use to disconnect the battery from the frame. However, that is not necessary for charging. As you can see here, the charging port is located at the bottom of the battery, so you can charge it as it's still attached to the bike, which is useful. Additionally, then we have the motor here just below, powered by Yamaha using the Sync core drive, which is really, really nice. I find it works really well with power delivery, kicking in exactly when it needs to. Next, on the other side, we can see we have a nice bell, as well as your gears underneath the handlebars, as you can see there. The Yamaha motor as well has a 250 watts of power, as well as 50 Newton meters of torque. I find that this is pretty good, pretty zippy, but it will only support you up to 25 kilometers an hour. Then it will cut out. You can unrestrict this, obviously online, but this may void your warranty, so I wouldn't recommend doing this. The battery is a Energy Pack 500, which you can see the power on if you click the button here. There you go. Next, coming to the front of the bike, we see this dual fork suspension, which works really nicely, cushioning you over all the bumps. Additionally, with some nice Shimano disc brakes on the front. A couple other points to note is there is obviously no throttle on this bike. It is only pedal assist, so if you're looking for a throttled e-bike, this probably isn't for you. Also, there are no lights on the bike, unfortunately. There is a lot of reflectors. There is obviously one on the front here and lots on the wheels and pedals, but there are no electric lights. So riding at night time, you might want to head down to your local bike shop and pick up a couple front and rear lights so you can be seen by other drivers at night. And this is what it is like to ride the e-bike. This is what you'll be seeing, as you can see the little screen there. This is what it's like. I find the suspension is really comfy and cushy, really makes it a nice ride, as well as the motor kicks in really efficiently and nicely as you ride. Okay, so now you're probably all thinking, so what's the final verdict? Do you think it's worth it? And the answer to that question is probably yes. I think that this is a really, really good bike. I think coming in at the price range that it is, at the lower end of the e-bikes, I think for what it delivers, what it offers, this is a great introductory bike to start into electric mountain biking or just electric biking in general. Thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up if you thought it was a good video, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Thanks all, and I'll see you next time.